Hi, Timothy Carlson here. How many directors are there out there that have won Best Picture for more than one film? There aren't that many, but Milos Forman is one of them. And in 1984, Forman released one of his masterworks and best-known films, that being Amadeus, the film that tells the story of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, adapted from the earlier stage play. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. There's our cover art. Again, this is the theatrical cut of the movie, which has been restored. For over 2 decades, we've only had a longer director's cut available. Sides of the spine, back cover. Inside the slipcover, again, the art is mostly the same. There is a digital code of the film included. And here is our 4K Ultra High Def disc. Brief disclaimer, this does not include a Blu-ray copy of the film, so any images you see in this review were taken from Google searches and they're for general reference only. They are not images from the 4K disc and they do not represent 4K quality. In 1781 Vienna, court composer Antonio Salieri is maddened with envy after discovering that the divine musical gifts he desires for himself have been bestowed on the body impish Mozart, whom he plans to destroy by any means necessary. And by means of cinematic craft and sublime music, we watch spellbound. I had seen Amadeus years ago, but I was very happy to hear that Warner was not only releasing it on 4K, but also restoring the original theatrical cut of the movie, which had not been available for many, many years. And I have to say, even though it is about 160 minutes long, even in its shorter theatrical cut version, Amadeus is a very well-made film with some great performances, absolutely splendid production design, and some of the greatest music of all time brought back to the big screen. The film, of course, is told from the perspective of Antonio Salieri, portrayed by F. Murray Abraham, who is hospitalized following a suicide attempt, blaming himself for the death of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Mozart in the film portrayed by actor Tom Hulsey. In the film, of course, we see Mozart from a young age, a child prodigy who eventually grows into a young man who's very immature, impish, acting out. Essentially, he's an 18th century smartass, for lack of a better term, and he plays this role exceptionally well. We're absolutely drawn to this character just because of how immature and humorous he is, but he also is a musical genius, and seeing his clashes with the Emperor, portrayed by actor Jeffrey Jones, certainly add to the overall entertainment of the picture, and seeing the chemistry that he has with Salieri, of course, the two not exactly seeing eye to eye with one another, further makes the film. There's a lot of great supporting performances here. The cast is huge. The production design from the old buildings that certainly suit the 18th century atmosphere of the film, to the costume design, to those Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart pieces that are resurrected on the big screen. Everything comes together here very nicely. At 160 minutes, it's certainly not a short film, and I certainly cannot attest to how historically accurate this is. This is based on a stage play that was known to be not 100% historically accurate, but for what it is, it's a very entertaining film, and I have to say, I'm really happy I got to go back and revisit this one. It's great to see that Warner Brothers finally gave this one its just due and had the original theatrical cut restored. Picture quality-wise, this is a very good-looking release. The movie has a very warm, soft, natural-looking color palette. Now, there are going to be some scenes here where it does look very soft. This is not a movie that was ever shot to look razor sharp or like modern day home theater demo material, but I have to say it does look very good. It certainly reflects the cinematographer's intentions. It's a fantastic looking movie throughout, and I don't think fans are going to be disappointed as long as they understand it's not going to look like it was filmed yesterday. Sadly, the only bonus features we get are a new retrospective piece and an earlier retrospective piece, the latter of which running about 60 minutes. I really wish that included a Blu-ray copy of the director's cut in here, just to have that in here, as well as to have the bonus features that were on that disc, because again, there's a lot of stuff that was not ported over here, including a commentary track. So the transfer is great, the movie is great, but unfortunately, it is a little lacking in the bonus features department. And again, it also would have been nice if we could have gotten those deleted scenes from the director's cut as bonus features on this disc, or at least gotten that in here as a Blu-ray, but unfortunately this is what we get. The supplements is the only area this release does fall slightly short, though. It is a beautiful transfer, and of course the film, Best Picture of 1984, is as entertaining as ever. Are you a fan of Amadeus? Do you think this is the best cinematic depiction of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's music? Who's your favorite character in this film? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.